Welcome to this explainer. So today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to unpack a single phrase. Just 4 words, but man, these 4 words hold an absolute ton of psychological weight. It represents a massive, massive shift in how we actually view personal resilience and mental well-being. So let's jump right into it. We're looking at the concept of becoming my safe place. Let's just take a quick collective breath here and really focus on this phrase, becoming my safe place. It's deceptively simple, right? We are so incredibly used to these massive, complex manuals and lengthy guides for self-improvement, but if you literally pause and reflect on this, you start to see a total blueprint for profound emotional independence. We're looking at a huge power shift contained in just a handful of syllables. Since our source material today is literally just this one incredibly powerful phrase, we're going to slow down a bit. We're going to do a kind of meditative deconstruction, breaking it apart word by word. Why? Because we want to uncover the hidden narrative of self-reliance tucked right inside it. It actually functions like a structural guide to completely changing how we interact with our own minds and the world around us. By pulling these words apart, it's like a giant puzzle. We can see exactly how they fit back together to build something completely unbreakable. Okay, let's start right at the beginning with the very first word, becoming. Now, notice this isn't a sudden arrival. It's not some magic switch you can just flip overnight. It's the literal process of beginning to be. It inherently implies this active, ongoing journey rather than just a fixed, static state. You don't just wake up one Tuesday perfectly secure, right? It's a continuous act. It's personal change, it's daily commitment, and honestly, it's giving yourself the grace to be a constant work in progress. But the real, absolute gravity of the phrase hits with the next word, my. This completely anchors everything in absolute personal ownership and internal power. We aren't talking about retreating to a partner's safe place or, relying on a specific quiet room in your house to finally feel secure. No, this claims total responsibility for the destination. It shifts the entire power dynamic totally away from the unpredictable outside world, placing it directly back into your own hands. Think about the huge contrast going on here. Traditionally, when we think of a safe place, it's completely external. It's a childhood home, a specific person, or even outside validation, like finally getting praise from a boss. But here's the catch. Relying on external safety leaves us incredibly vulnerable to things completely outside our control. Shifting to an internal safe place, really focusing on that emotional self-reliance, well, that means making your safety literally untouchable by those outside circumstances. It's a real game changer. So, when we talk about being safe, traditionally we mean being protected from physical danger. But in this context, we are talking about cultivating deep, rock-solid emotional security and resilience within ourselves. It's the ability to shelter your own mind from the absolute storms of anxiety and self-doubt. It means that even when the environment around you is completely chaotic and unpredictable, the environment inside you remains calm. It remains protected. And finally, we get to place. While a place is usually a physical spot on a map, like a room, a house, or a city, pairing it with becoming my completely transforms the whole concept. It stops being a geographic location altogether and turns into this steadfast, internalized emotional destination. You yourself are the sanctuary. And honestly, the absolute beauty of this is that once it's constructed, you carry that destination with you across any boundary and through literally any situation life throws at you. So, when you put the whole shebang together, this single phrase actually maps out a highly logical 3-step progression toward ultimate resilience. Step 1 is simply recognizing your fundamental need and your right to feel secure. Step 2 is embracing the active process, the becoming, through daily self-regulation and compassion. And step 3 is achieving that internal state, the safe place. It brilliantly shows how just 4 simple words can map out a total personal transformation. Which brings us to the ultimate takeaway of our explainer today. As we wrap up this whole deconstruction of our source material, I want to leave you with one final thought to ponder. Are you ready to become your own safe place? It's a deeply challenging proposition, for sure. It's asking you to stop looking outward for what you can meticulously build inward. So take this thought into your own self-care journey today and just see how embracing this ongoing process of becoming can fundamentally change your life. Thanks for exploring this concept with me.